Hello everyone, this is Princess Fumi Hancock and welcome to the Butterfly series where we're talking about transformation. Transformation at homes, transformation with your relationship, transformation everywhere. It's all around you when you look at it. So today, last Friday, we talked about self-hatred from the perspective, of course, of a woman. And today I'm going to bring in somebody else, a male figure, of course, my husband, so that he can at least, let's share a little bit about, from the perspective of men, what does it mean to self-hate? When a man is self-hating, for you ladies out there, this might be something that you want to listen to. Of course, he tells you he's not an authority in that, but because he's a man, we sure would like to know. So come on, honey. Come on.
Hi, dear.
Hi, honey. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this very short excerpt on self-hatred. Last Friday, I talked a little bit from the perspective of a woman. What does it mean to self-hate and why we should not be doing that? And I want to hear from your perspective because, of course, the male figure is always very important. When you hear the word self-hatred, what does that mean to you?
Well, it's not something I normally apply to men or other men. I don't think that men have quite as much of a problem with it as women do.
Well, excuse me, what do you mean by that?
Well, it just doesn't seem as common.
Okay. Is it that it doesn't seem as common, or is it because you guys know how to hide it a lot?
Or handle it, maybe.
Handle or cover it. Okay, so tell me something. If you were on a path of finding a relationship, right? What are the things that you would look at for a woman? Because I want our ladies to really hear from a perspective of a man, what would turn that man off if that person is self-hating. So what would you look at if you find a woman that's self-hating? What, would that be some relationship that you might want to even venture into at all?
Well, let's say you go out on a first meeting of some kind. Maybe you're going to have coffee together or something like that. And the lady that you're with starts kind of beating herself down, verbally, and saying, well, I don't know why you're with me. I'm not pretty. I'm not popular. If she starts self-deprecating, and kind of, it's very unattractive for any man to appreciate that.
Okay, so self-hating is not attractive.
No.
Okay, so having said that, what are the qualities that a man would be? I mean, general, because men are specific, of course. Your qualities might be different from other people. So if you hear, what are the advice you would give to men, women and men alike, those that have that quality that tend to beat themselves down? What would you say to them today?
Well, I would say that a lot of men like me, for instance, might be looking for a relationship with a woman who has a fairly good sense of independence herself. When you come up and you're talking with a woman and she's very dependent on others in her life and doesn't seem like she's able to stand on her own 2 feet, that doesn't prepare her well to be for an interdependent relationship with a man later on.
And what advice would you give men, like yourself? Because either we like it or not, there are men out there that are self-hating. And a lot of times when they're self-hating, it kind of, maybe they don't say it out, but it comes out in other ways like drug use or other things, sex, addiction and things like that. So what advice would you give to men? I want you to look at them. What advice would you give to men, who may be nursing that idea of self-hate, even though they're not able to really express it?
Well, I think men handle it a little differently in a lot of cases, at least the people that I know. I mean, they might be more tempted to go out to a workout club and work out and kind of build their bodies and physique and so on, because men are, most of the time, they're action oriented. So they're going to take some kind of an action. I mean, white men are going to maybe run to a tanning booth to put a little more color on their face or something like that.
Yeah, we did talk about bleaching the last time too.
Right, and white people too, have that drive to become a little darker. Dark people have that drive to become a little lighter.
Isn't that something?
I don't know why that's the case. maybe everybody could meet halfway in between. I don't know.
And just be that black, white, black, or whatever.
Yeah, just kind of tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Well,
you so much.
when you mix you and I together, dear, you get tan.
You know what? This is where we wrap up, y'all. Before my husband says something else that would put us in trouble.
Probably.
So, transformation. This is all about transformation. So, this is the second part of talking about self-hate. If you're out there that are nursing it, or you're not even sure if you're self-hating, or up until now you never even thought you were self-hating, it's not worth the energy. It is time to just change things around. Whatever it is that's in you that is causing you to self-hate, you can really take that event and turn it around and make it good. One more nuggets for the people, honey.
Well, basically, self-hatred is a mental and a spiritual issue.
Okay.
So it depends on how you react to that personally, whether you're a man or a woman. You can react to that positively and work on self-improvement, or you can work on it negatively and just internalize everything and let it kind of slowly destroy you.
All right, people, until next time, this is Princess Fumi Hancock, and of course with my husband, Dr. David Allen Hancock, saying be inspired, be motivated, be empowered, and be of sentimental value.
And be transformed.
And be transformed. Bye, baby.
Bye-bye.
All right.